In this recording, we'll be talking about the relationship between the elasticity of demand and the total revenue. First of all, as you could see in panel A, we've taken the linear demand curve. Now, linear demand curve, you have to understand this, that it has same slope everywhere. Okay, so let's take up some examples. Suppose, let me just change this line like this, and suppose if the price is say what 100 here, and the amount of quantity demanded is 10. Okay, now say price, it falls to 90, and quantity demanded increases by 20. So it has same slope, so everywhere it will follow. A 10 unit decrease in price will lead to the same unit increase in the quantity demanded everywhere. Okay, well, it doesn't mean that the 10 unit here and 10 unit here. It means that at every point the change is going to be same. Now, in case if I want to calculate the elasticity at these 2 points, suppose this is point A and this is point B, and in between them I want to calculate the elasticity. So how do we go about it? Elasticity of demand is the percentage change in quantity demanded upon the percentage change in price. So at this portion, let's say I write elasticity as the percentage change in quantity demanded. In this case would be what? New minus old upon old, and this is percentage change in price is 90 minus 100 upon 100. So this will be what? 10 upon 10, and this will be what? Minus 10 upon 100. So this will be 1 upon minus 1 upon 10, or in other words this will be minus 10. Okay, so minus sign shows the negative relationship between the price and the quantity demanded. Now let us try to look at what is going on in the lower portion of the graph. Okay, like this. Fine, so let's say this is say what, 20. Okay, so in case if we look at it, this 20 must be related with 80, I guess. Okay, because 10 has to relate with 90, and or probably 70 here. I can say that. Okay, so it'll be say 20 is related to 80 here. And you further decrease the price, and there is an increase in quantity demanded. This is say 90, and this is say 10. Okay, so percentage change in quantity demanded. Now at the new point, it would be percentage change in quantity demanded is 90 minus 80 upon 80, and this will be what? 10 minus 20 upon 20. So this will be what? 10 upon 80 into 20 upon minus 10. Okay, so this will be what? Minus 0.25. Fine. So what have you seen is that between these 2 points, let's say name these 2 points as C and D, and there would be 1 point here. Okay, so at which the elasticity of demand is going to be equal to 1. Probably this is going to be the midpoint like this. Okay, here elasticity of demand is say greater than 1, which is the elastic portion. Okay, I'm talking about in absolute sense, not the, I'm ignoring the minus sign. And here the elasticity of demand is less than 1, which is inelastic demand. Okay, I'm talking in absolute sense, I'm ignoring this sign. So what have you seen is that in the upper portion of the linear demand curve, okay, the elasticity is higher. So you have high elasticity or elastic demand curve, and in the lower portion you have inelastic demand. Clear? Now what happens is, in case if you try to plot this on the graph below, what we want to look at it is that what happens, okay, when the price was 100. Okay, let me just write these numbers here for you. Let me write this in white. When this is the price, this is the quantity demanded. So when price was 100, the amount of quantity demanded is 10, and the total revenue in this case came out to be 1000. And when price was 90, the quantity demanded is 20. So this came out to be 1800. Well, when price was 20, okay, quantity demanded was 80. And this is say 1600 here. And when price was 10, quantity demanded is 90. It's coming out to be 900 here. So what are you seeing? In case if you plot these numbers here, let's say you plot these numbers, that is these numbers for the total revenue here. So let me just write this like this. It is, I'll just pick up these two numbers, on these four numbers only. 1000, and here you have 1600 and 1800, like this. Clear? So when price was 10, okay, when the revenue was 900, the quantity which is being supplied is 90 here. Okay, so this is 1 point. And something like when revenue was 1600, the quantity which is being supplied is 80. Somewhat like this. And when revenue was 1800, the quantity supplied is say 20. Something like this. And when revenue is 1000, okay, quantity supplied is say 10 here, something like this. So somewhat, in case if you plot these graphs together, I have not framed them properly, but in case if you plot this graph, it'll come out to be something like this. Okay, this will be a total revenue curve. It is maximum at this point where the derivative of TR is equal to 0. It is maximum at this point. Okay, and this point is also corresponding to the point where the demand curve is unit elastic. Okay, here at this point. Now also the lower portion of the demand, when total revenue was increasing like this, okay, it was the elastic portion of the demand curve. This entire portion, it was the elastic portion of the demand curve, while when total revenue is falling, this was the inelastic portion, of the demand curve. You're getting the point? So what have you gathered is that when the elasticity of demand is high, when you have elastic demand, the total revenue, it is increasing. When you have inelastic demand, total revenue is decreasing. And when you have unit elastic demand, total revenue is maximum. Okay.